got a new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfella1 Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, man, we back. Goodfella Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Best way to help the channel out, share the video. Want to make a donation? Share the video. Want to make a donation? That link in the description. But breakdown prediction for Jose Ramirez and Maurice Hooker. I didn't find time to actually do no film study, so this may not be as accurate as I want it to be. But I've seen both of these guys fight quite a few times live and breaking down film a couple times, and the height discrepancy ain't big in this fight. Ramirez is 5'10", Hooker I think is listed at 5'11 and a half at the most. BoxRec can be accurate or it can be inaccurate because they close enough. And Hooker got an 8-inch reach advantage in this fight. He got heavyweight reach. He got 80-inch arms. Ramirez got 72-inch arms. I think Hooker got a few draws on his resume, but I don't think he got a loss. Jose Ramirez ain't got a loss. This fight going down, I think, in the Dallas area as well too. So, but say this before I get going into the video for real. Ramirez is probably the favorite because of the huge Hispanic population in Texas, which used to be Mexico. So he got a huge advantage there. You know what I'm saying? You know, the city of Dallas probably don't rock with Maurice Hooker as I see, like they rock with Errol Spence. And it was a ton of black fans there for the Earl Mikey fight, and a lot of Hispanic fans there. So just let that know. But pretty much with Ramirez, he better. Let's start off with his strengths. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna talk. But things he do good is that he good at pressuring the guy. You know what I'm saying? He good at, you know, being on the front foot, being aggressive, and that's what he do. He got amazing stamina. You know what I'm saying? But if he able to slow you down or you get tired, Ramirez can take over a fight. He got crazy stamina, good pressure. You know, he was like a lightweight or a featherweight around that weight when he was an Olympian. So, you know, naturally, you know, you wouldn't think he as big as he is at 140. Most amateurs, you know, when they turn pro, they move down in weight. Ramirez actually moved up in weight as a pro, and you don't really see that happen today in today's day and age a lot. But you know, Ramirez is a solid fighter. He ain't really fought a lot of tough opposition, and I don't think Maurice Hooker has as well. So, and none of the 140-pound champions, in my opinion, has really faced the elite of the elite. A lot of them, they championship prize level fighting careers are just starting off. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. But Ramirez likes to be aggressive on the front foot. He like throwing a ton of punches, crazy stamina. Hooker, he a guy that obviously with an 80-inch reach. You know, this should be basic knowledge. He likes to be on the outside throwing punches. Nice rangy guy. Now I didn't catch his last fight. I know he had some problems making weight, and he said it wouldn't happen again. And he didn't look that good his last fight. And I wanted to get him to watch that fight. You know, he's gonna be focused for this fight. But if he got trouble at 5'11 and a half, almost 6 foot, making 140 pounds, this is the wrong fight to do so in. All right, what Hooker is gonna have to do? What Hooker do well? He's tall, he long, he at the end of his punches. I think he improved over his last few fights. He tough, he gritty, he proven. He been in somebody else's backyard and won a belt. And not too many American fighters can say they went overseas and won a belt. Timothy Bradley, Jr. Witter, just another guy that done it. And he tough enough if it turned into a pro Jose Ramirez crowd. He tough enough and gritty enough by fighting Terry Flanagan in the UK. I think he was undefeated at the time to do so. But pretty much it's a fight of styles. If you know Ramirez can keep if Ramirez can get inside a Hooker reach, and get to throwing some bombs in there, or Hooker get tired, he slow down, and Ramirez is able to really close the distance and whoop him and start getting inside his reach, then he gonna win. It's it's kind of a geography type of thing, depending on what distance there. If Hooker is able to keep Ramirez on the outside, his footwork is good enough to do kind of what Zepeda did, keep him on the outside, keep him at the end of his punches, then he should be able to beat Jose Ramirez pretty easily, in my opinion. So it's a thing of ranges, you know what I'm saying? I don't just, for whatever reason, I don't think Jose Ramirez is the toughest guy out there. But for whatever reason, I think he a little bit soft to me. And maybe because it's the whole Regis progress that I don't think he really got dog in him. You know, he can have dog versus Miramon. Miramon never was that good. I don't care what they say. Young master my ass. I knew he was getting dropped by like New Mexico local fighters and shit. He wasn't that good to me. You know, by him ducking Regis and like for whatever it may be, I just don't think he got the intangible of dog. But one thing I will say, he got some good stamina. And a lot of times he win fights because he got good stamina and he got a good work rate. And if Hooker can negate that work rate, keep him at the end of his punches, he'll be good. But if he let Ramirez get him on them ropes like Cicero had him on them ropes, he may not get off them ropes. You know, I wouldn't bet on this fight that I want to be shortening my shots versus Ramirez. If I had to, he closed the distance, and I had to shorten my shots, then yeah, okay, then it is what it is. But I'd rather him being on the outside, Hooker using his footwork, fading, you know, the jab, leading off with right hands, doubling, tripling the jab, keeping him off balance, putting the stick up and down, just keeping Ramirez at the end of his punches and moving laterally. Ramirez get on the inside, hold that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hold him, turn him out, and make it a boxing. Ramirez wanted to make it an ugly fight. Zepeda was outboxing him, using footwork. If Zepeda had more power, he probably would have won that fight. You know, but for Ramirez, he got to be going to that body, getting on the inside. He got to show some head movement, use some angles with some feet, and try to cut that distance off. But if, like I said, it's a geography thing. You know, whoever fight where they fight, maybe Ramirez getting inside or Hooker standing outside, who's gonna win the fight? So, you know, for me, it's a lot of unproven. One thing I do know, when we get to talking about intangibles, I know Hooker got dog in him. I know Hooker dig deep. I know Hooker probably fight with a bloody nose. And for me, it just feels like if Ramirez is challenged in the ring with some adversity, I just feel like he a quitter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that ducking shit, man. All that lying and ducking about Regis. And I know people don't think Maurice Hooker is a good fighter because he had early draws in his career, and you know, but he really looked good in that Flanagan fight. He looked good versus Cesados. Now Cesados, I understand he ain't like the world on fire, but neither did Zepeda, neither did Miramon, and I can't remember who else Jose Ramirez did for. I'm not impressed. You know, I'm not impressed. I'm not saying I'm impressed with Maurice Hooker thing, but this is Jose Ramirez first taste of an athletic black fighter. I just didn't look at Miramon. Young Master was a terrible name for him. Young Trash Can should have been his name. Didn't have a jaw to save his life. Didn't have a jaw to save his life. You know, he was always getting dropped. When Future said freak hoes, get down, bend your knees, touch your elbow, that's a Miramon. So like I said before, but Ramirez got to jab his way in. He going to have some upper body movement, some head movements. You got to feint your way in. You got to jab with the jabber. Try to come over, try to counter the jabber. I want to see how they going to try to take away Hooker jab. Or he going to just get outboxed for 3 or 4 or 5, 6 rounds. Wait for Hooker to slow down and let his stamina take over. He do that. If he do that versus some credible opponents, because that's what he did versus Zepeda. He got outboxed versus Zepeda. Arguably, you can say he lost that fight, in some people's opinion. It was a good fight, but if you able to show him angles, you know what I'm saying, and you able to box and survive, if you don't get tired, you can beat that guy. Real talk. And that's hard to box for 12 rounds versus a guy like him. But I'm interested in a fight for real, man. But I'm sorry I don't get to do a lot of film work, but like I said, it's going to be body work for Ramirez on him. He getting inside. He got a left hook to the body, rip the uppercut upstairs, and stay there. You ain't got to work on getting tied up. You know, and Hooker going to be working on, if they got to fight on the inside, that's a scenario they should be working a lot on. Just fight on the outside. He do good. Excuse me. He do good shortening his shots. you know, on the inside. And with that 80, he shortened his shot versus Sato, he looked good. So, you know, keep working on that just in case. And if I get on the inside, I'm looking to rip Ramirez's body. I'm looking to rip it, man. It's going to be an interesting fight, man. It's going to be a real, real interesting fight. I'm looking forward to it. And if I had to pick a winner, I'm going to pick Jose Ramirez. Even though it's on his own and they probably could rob Ramirez and all of that, I'm going to pick Ramirez, man. I still think he a little quick motherfucker. But I just think he going to outwork Hooker down the stretch. He going to work his body. And he going to come strong. And in Texas, you know they always favor Hispanic fighter. If they can, they is. You know what I'm saying? Juan Diaz and Paulie and who else you had out there? Pernell and Chavez and Austin Trout, Canelo. It's 1,000 of them type of stories, man. And it don't matter if Hooker from Dallas for people thinking, or he from the Oak Cliff where Erykah Badu from. That shit don't matter. They gonna always go with the Hispanic fighter down there. And I'm gonna just say, if I'm Hooker, I'm training for the stoppage. That's why they had no problem sending Ramirez to another network outside of California. It was to Texas. They gonna have the favorites on the card regardless, because of his descent. And it's the sad truth, but the weight problem with Hooker kind of scares me a little bit, you know. And if he got weight problems, Ramirez is the type of guy that's gonna take advantage of that. So I got Ramirez winning the 12 round. I'm gonna just say split decision. It's probably gonna be a unanimous decision, man. And it may be subjective, but it's too bad this fight on the zone and they don't do no good promotion. If this fight was on regular ESPN or Fox or even Showtime, this would be a treat to see. It might be a fight of the year candidate, and I'm looking forward to it. I apologize I didn't get to break down the film. It's just been a little hectic and crazy right now, but I'm gonna pick Ramirez, man. But hey, I'm pulling for the brother Maurice Hooker, but my boxing X's and O's and the geographical location of the fight and all that other bullshit tell me Jose Ramirez is gonna win the fight. So hope I'm wrong, but hey, appreciate the love, support. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing gets you 18% off the 100% all natural product, lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much more. Website, promo code Goodfella1Boxing, description, that 18% off the 100% all natural products. Get healthy with the Help Blaze. And other than that, man, you know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Once again, reach out to the email. Fast way to get in touch with me is email and Twitter. Links in the description. You want to know where that intro instrumental came from? That link there as well too. And I appreciate it, man. Let me know who y'all got winning in the comment section. Y'all know what the business is. One time for the one time. We gone.